Hey, got a couple examples here from past AP questions, all dealing with limits. This first one says, figure above shows a graph of f with a domain of 0 to 4. Which of the following statements are true? The limit of f of x exists as x approaches 2 from the left side. So we're looking at this guy from the left. So coming from the left, approaching 2. All right, what is the function doing? It is going here. All right, so that would be right there. That does exist. I don't know what it is because there's no value there, but it does exist. So that is true. That thing exists. It's only one side. I don't need a value there right at 2, but I can see that it's approaching something. All right, let's check out the next one. The limit as f of x approaches 2 from the right side. Oops, I can't spell. From the right. Wheel. Coming to 2 from the right side. That also exists. You know, that one even has a value there, so super makes sense. Alrighty, now this last part says the limit exists as x approaches 2. This doesn't have a direction on it, like the others did. So this is just talking about from both sides. So that means the limit as x approaches 2 from the left has to be equal as the limit as x approaches 2 from the right. So they both exist, but are they equal to each other? Well, from the left side we were going to this value, whatever it was. From the right side we were approaching this value. They're not the same. If they were cars, they would be driving to 2 different places. So this guy does not exist. So it looks like 1 and 2 are good. So the best answer choice should be C. This next one asks, which statement is false? All right. It says that the limit as x approaches 2 exists. Well, let's see if that's true. That's from both sides there. So from the left side, it looks like it's going towards a value of 2. From the right side, the function is approaching a value of 2. Yeah, there's a hole there, but that doesn't matter. It's still approaching a value of 2. So this would have a limit that's equal to 2. The limit of f of x as x approaches 3 exists. Let's check that out. So now we're approaching 3, and this is again from both sides. So approaching 3, so from the left side, following that function, looks like it's approaching 5. From the right side, following that function, and it looks like it's approaching 5 from both sides, and there's not even a hole there, nothing. So, I guess we just have to say, yeah, it exists. So, yes, it exists. Yes, it exists. So neither of those are our answer because we're looking for the one that's false. The limit is of f of x as x approaches 4 exists. Let's see. As we approach 4 from the left, following the function, looks like it's approaching a value of 2. As I approach 4 from the right, looks like it's getting closer to a value of 4. So this x approaches 4 from the left is equal to 2, and the limit of f of x as x approaches 4 from the right equals 5. So this guy does not exist because these are supposed to be equal to each other, and they're not. So C doesn't work out. I don't even have to keep going, but I could look at D real quick. And as we're approaching 5, yeah, we're going towards that same value. So that does exist. And as we're approaching, just asked if it's continuous at x equals 3. So are we continuous at x equals 3? I don't know. At x equals 3, it is continuous. There's no holes or anything. Right there. There's no breaks in the graph. No discontinuities. All right. This guy says, for which of the following does the limit of f of x as x approach 4 exist? Well, remember they have to be going towards the same place. So the fact that there's a hole there doesn't really matter as long as on the left and the right we're approaching the same value. So 1 is good. On 2 from the left side and the right side, we're still approaching the same value. It's all good. And 3, our cars are going to 2 different places. They do not approach the same value. The limit does not exist here. So 3 is no bueno. Oh, which of the following does exist? Ah! So we like 1 and we like 2. 1 and 2. And the last one I got for you here. The graph of f is shown in the figure. Which of the following statements is true? Okay, the limit of f of x as x approaches a is equal to the limit as x approaches b. Is that true? Well, the limit as x approaches a, limit of f of x as x approaches a equals 2. From the left and the right side, it approaches 2. Now the limit of f of x as x approaches b, oh no! Looking at it from both sides, it's approaching 2 different values, so that does not exist. All right, so A cannot be true. Looking at B, the limit of f of x as x approaches a equals 2. Hey, that, according to what we wrote, that is true. Just let's keep going to make sure that's the best answer. C says the limit of f of x as x approaches b is equal to 2. No, because we said that doesn't exist. X approaches b is 1. No, because we said that doesn't exist. And we know that limit as x approaches a does exist, so that's not the answer. So B is the best answer. Boom, we done.